Really great, talented artist who's going to be coming up. She is a storyteller. She goes by the name of Ethical Psychic. If you like what you hear, you can find her on TikTok or YouTube. She's also an organizer with the Feminist Uprising and an amazing medic. Please give it up for Ethical Psychic.
Thank you. I'm going to tell a story. Once a long time ago, or about 8 months ago, people left their homes in droves in record-setting numbers to cast their votes for a new and unusual leader, a woman, affectionately called the Lotus Queen. But the day after the casting, something terrible and shocking happened. People woke up to find that instead of the Lotus Queen being named the leader, there was a clown. Instead of a government, there was a circus. Something was terribly amiss. And women throughout the land had woken up in the wee hours of the morning on that fateful day from a dream, knowing that something was wrong. And these were the dreaming women. And from their dreams they knew that a band of thieves with computers and satellites had helped the orange-nosed clown to alter tallies in order to change the results of the contest. They knew that wealthy merchant clowns and politicos had conspired to illegally install a circus where a government was meant to be. And the dreaming women began to share their dreams with the people, and more women began to dream the same dreams, for the rise of the divine feminine was upon them. But the men in the realm who had access to power, the lawmakers, did not listen to the women. And over time, there were election experts and statisticians who agreed with the dreamers and said, yes, the data was all wrong. The dreaming women were right. And the people believed the women, and the people were outraged. They began to talk to one another, to see past their differences, to join forces with their neighbors, to form collectives and to gather, to talk and to plan. Some petitioned their lawmakers, others demanded investigations, many organized boycotts of the companies aligned with the circus. They marched, they rallied, they spoke up, and they spoke out. But the circus remained. And over time, the clowns in the circus began to do unspeakable things. They created a police force composed of violent masked men who rounded up innocent people and put them in camps. And they tried to pass proclamations to make the head clown a king, to remove all the checks and balances, and to take food and medicine from the people. And they started trade wars with some countries and real wars with others. They went after the newspapers and the universities and anyone who refused to bow to their authority. And all throughout the land, the people suffered. And very few lawmakers did much of anything. And so the people had to take matters into their own hands. They rose up again and again in larger and larger numbers, old people and young people, women and men, gays and theys, activists and couch potatoes, artists and scientists, until there were millions of people coming together on the streets of every town and every city demanding freedom and justice for all. And the more terrible things the circus clowns did, the more angry and united the people became. And the more united the people got, the more powerful they became, until they were a force to be reckoned with, a force that could not be ignored, a force with the power to change things, to evict the circus, to remove the fascist clowns, and to restore order and democracy to their once proud nation. And once they made their minds up, once they listened to the dreaming women, once they came together in a spirit of true sister and brotherhood, once they realized they had the power to reclaim their country and create their future, there was nothing and no one that could stop them, and the people prevailed. Thank you.
How incredible, holy moly.
day.